So we are back with another D&D movie time. So tonight, we are going to be watching Shrek the Third. The third movie in the Shrek franchise.
Yes, which I probably won't even care about, hopefully.
I thought you've never seen this one.
I did, but I have seen some parts, and those parts are absolutely garbage out. That makes sense.
What?
I know, I'm changed.
You're weird. You and your don't make sense lately. Like, everything doesn't make sense. Why don't you think about things and then guess what? They'll make sense. So, what do you remember about the last movie?
So we go ahead, come across the back end of Shrek again, and it's the fairy godmother.
Yep.
/ spoiler alert / not spoiler if you haven't seen the movie or D&D review. Or both.
And her son, Prince Charming.
Yes, and her son, Prince Charming.
And there was also another villain that turned into a good guy. What was his name? Someone was hired to kill Shrek, and then,
The dad of Princess Fiona!
The what?
The dad, Princess Fiona?
Yeah.
Princess Fiona's dad?
Yeah, but he hired someone to kill Shrek, didn't he? Who was that?
Puss in Boots!
Yep.
My favorite character in the movie.
So if that's your favorite, you must be like dying to get to the Puss in Boots movies.
You cannot stand a cute cat.
Yeah.
Cat.
But alright, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the movie. We'll see you guys after.
Bye.
Oh, no. Alright, so we just finished Shrek the Third. So, Cora, what happened in this movie?
So we see Shrek again, and
Well, you should probably start with the father dying.
the father died. I did not want to mention that part because that scene is so sad.
But it's kind of the first thing that happens.
Yeah, but it's sad. The S-A-D. Sad. Sad, 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 sad.
Continue.
I was waiting for you to say something. Why are you saying something?
Continue.
And then Shrek is supposed to be the new king, but then Shrek finds out that there's somewhere else who can be the king, so he goes to that person, picks up the person, and then starts their way back. But then the ship crashes by the king and Shrek. Well, I would say it's mostly Shrek's fault because it wasn't the king who didn't break the wheel, it was Shrek, since he would be the only strong person to be able to pull off the wheel.
Okay. Who is this kid that they pick up to become king?
Arthur. I don't know if that is real name, but I'm
Yes, like King Arthur.
Yes.
Anyways, so then they end up. So what's going on in the meantime? While all this is happening, there's another story going on. What else is going on?
So the bad guys are supposed to make the happy after.
The bad guy. What's the bad guy's name?
Actually, almost every bad guy you see because.
Well, who's the main bad guy?
I was about to say thank you very much. Prince Seaman!
Yeah.
The most hated one in the Shrek franchise.
And he gathers up all the villains.
Well, I wouldn't say all, but I should say almost.
And then they take over the kingdom.
Yeah, because the reason why I said almost because they did forget some other villains, but I can understand that because if they added more, then that would probably make the movie a little bit more longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how much bad guys there are. I mean, imagine if they actually added all of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Even
So, Shrek. How does Shrek and Arthur get back to far, far away?
should they go ahead and lose?
Say it. How do they get back?
Come on, I know you want to say it.
You say it.
Fine. Magic!
From?
From a magic teacher.
Named?
I have totally not forgotten, totally maybe dead.
Merlin! So Merlin teleports them back, and are there any side effects?
Yes.
What?
A donkey has switched his body with his Puss in Boots, and Puss in Boots has switched his bodies with donkey.
Yeah. And as they get back, what else is going on?
A lot of stuff.
Princess Fiona and all the other princesses are
Yeah, and
escaping.
spoiler alert, also King and Shrek had no side effects. It's only Donkey and Puss in Boots.
Well, anyways. So they make it back. Is there a big battle?
Yes.
But it's not exactly what you think, is it? It's all the girls coming to save the guys, right?
Yeah. Like imagine like when the girl's trapped in a tub and the guy tries to save it. It's like that, but the opposite.
Yeah. So in the end, everything works out okay, and they save far, far away.
Yes, and other spoiler.
And do you think Prince Charming's actually dead?
Yes, I could have been not hot since it was like maybe made out of wood, but that's pretty giant. And plus, I bet there's a lot of wood. So.
A tower fell on him.
Yeah, but it could be made out of wood. It could have injured him a lot that he would have been, not in the fourth one. But I'm pretty sure we be back in the fifth one. They have a fifth one.
They're talking about it.
And if they don't, I bet when they make it, they're still going to have Prince Charming.
We'll talk about ideas for the fifth one here in a little bit. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll give our final scores. Hello there. I promise we'll get right back to the video shortly. I just wanted to say that many writers, YouTubers, readers, and gamers often talk about one thing that they all share in common, and that is drinking coffee. And perhaps you're tired of going out and ordering expensive high-end coffees and cappuccinos from huge corporations, and are looking for a way to have that same or better coffee brewed right in your own home. So I want to ask that you consider trying Coffee Brand Coffee. You can order from an array of different blends that will be delivered right to your door. And if coffee is not your thing, they also have teas, cocos, and chocolates. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Well, for a long time now, I have been a fan of a channel called The Quartering, which is constantly reporting on the news, and the head of the channel, Jeremy, has worked really hard for his viewers over the time I've watched this channel. He has done so much, helping out others and smaller channels, working hard to make several videos a day, which I can tell you, does take quite a good amount of work. And recently, he started his own coffee company. So if you're willing to try and change to a better coffee, tea, or K-cup because you need that sweet caffeine fix to get you through writing that next novel, reading that next book, playing that new video game long into the late hours of the night, or starting off early in the morning for a long live stream, then head over to the website for Coffee Brand Coffee or check out the channel The Quartering and see what delicious specials they have going on.
For thousands of years, the world has been protected by the Guardian of Light, or as he is more commonly known, Santa Claus. Over the centuries, factors such as fear and prejudice, greed and jealousy, misunderstandings, betrayal and war have segregated most humans from the magical world of elves, fairies, wizards, and the like. This has resulted in many misconceptions and generalizations of the true nature of Santa and his world.
This 6-book series by Sean Connaughton begins as the current of a long series of guardians is murdered by a group of monstrous enemies recently escaped from an enchanted South Pole prison. These creatures are loyal to the darkness, an evil force determined to exterminate the light in order to enslave all creatures of the world.
Shane Connor, an average young man, suddenly finds himself being trained as the new guardian. As he adapts to his new life among fantastic creatures, he goes on an adventurous quest with a legendary wizard for the ultimate weapon to use against the darkness, and faces murderous enemies like Rasputin, Morgana Le Fay, Krampus, and many more.
Along with his best friend, Joe Gomez, Shane encounters politics, history, mysterious murders, new loves, his own hidden past, and racial dynamics among the fantasy races that turn out to be all too real. Their adventures reveal the true nature of the world and challenge the current state of how all races interact.
This series expertly melds myths, legends, history, faiths, folklore, and secret societies into a fascinating, cohesive, comprehensive world of wonder and magic.
From Atlantis to Olympus, from Hades to the moon, and from broomstick races to Christmas deadlines, join the new Santa Claus on his amazing journey. But beware, will Shane's quest achieve his ultimate goal of destroying the darkness and preserving the light of the world? Or is he actually playing right into a plot by dark forces that will result in his, and our, ultimate doom?
So make your list and check it twice for the Guardian of Light book series. Download your audiobook or ebook today from Audible, Amazon, or iTunes.
Alright, so we are back. So Cora, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Shrek the Third?
I'll probably have to give this a 9 out of 10 because 9 out of 10 because the part, like the beginning frog, I guess, died. That kind of made me heartbroken. We start off as a sad beginning, but the end was a happy ending.
Yeah.
And trust me, the kill credits are so funny. It may be hilarious that you're probably gonna laugh.
Alright, well, moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would honestly have to give this one probably a 6 out of 10.
Da, da, da!
Main reason why is because of the fact it kind of felt a little repetitive. Yes, there was stuff I did like, but, I mean, repeating basically Shrek learning to the same kind of lesson that he learned in the previous movie about accepting himself, whereas this time it's like, accept that you're becoming a father. And then there's also the fact of, once again, we send Shrek off with, side characters to go on a quest. Meanwhile, other stuff is happening back at the castle. So anyways, I just felt like it was sort of the same plot, only repeated and changed in a few different ways, which I didn't really find that compelling. So, yes, it has moments I do enjoy, which is why I really enjoy watching it on a watchability scale. But as far as the story goes, it just felt very repetitive, especially of number 2, but also partly of number 1. I don't really know how they could have changed it to improve the story. Maybe if it was like Fiona had gone off and Shrek had been captured, that might have been a difference, but yeah, so this has been our review for Shrek the Third, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.